How is it going, guys? Slippery Jim here, bringing you something a little bit different. Hope you enjoyed that opening sequence. That is a good example of the kind of harrowing and excruciating death that you will often experience if you play this game that we're in right now. And what this is a mod for the Arma 2 Combined Operations PC exclusive game. The mod is called DayZ. It is a zombies apocalypse style scenario, and it is set in a region called Chernobyl, which is 225 square kilometers of zombie infested forest and towns and all that stuff. So everyone spawns here on the coast when they first start the game. I'm just heading over here to check out these bodies that I've found. These are actually two bandits, and bandits are other players that have murdered their fellow players to take their supplies or for whatever reason. So what I'm going to do is just pick over the bodies and see if there's anything there that I can use as supplies. So what happens when you spawn into the game, you do have a pack that contains some meager supplies to help you survive initially. A couple of cans of baked beans for food. You have a water bottle you can refill for water. You also have things like painkillers and bandages if you get injured, and some morphine for serious injuries. And you also have a starting weapon, which is the Makarov pistol, and a few magazines of ammunition, which I can tell you do not last very long if you encounter zombies in this game. But you can get some upgraded supplies. A pack that contains will be able to carry more stuff, and all that stuff as you go throughout the game. You can pick up equipment and things like that for various purposes. And I'm not going to go into a great deal of detail about what you can do with that equipment at this point in this video. This is kind of just an introduction to this mod. So let's skip ahead here to a little bit of gameplay where I encounter a village. So coming across this village here, we're just checking it out. You can see some zombies in the distance wandering around. Now I just see that steeple in the distance with the gold dome on top. I'm going to head for that as a landmark. We'll check that out and hopefully find some supplies, and fingers crossed some upgraded weapons and stuff like that is what I'm after. Now there is a fair bit of stealth element to this game, and you want to kind of avoid zombies rather than going in and you know, charging in with your weapons and trying to take out every zombie you see. You will get killed and run out of ammo very quickly if you try and do that. So what you want to do is crouch run or crouch walk to minimize the amount of sound that you make, because the zombies and other players are attracted to sound, and they will know where you are from further away if you do just run pell-mell into an area. So we're going to try and find a way through these zombies without attracting their attention, and make our way towards that that cathedral or whatever it is in the distance there. Now, zombies are the main danger in this game without a doubt, especially if you get a whole horde of them sprinting at you. They do move very, very quickly once they're in their aggressive state. At other times they'll seem to move fairly slowly towards you. For some reason that happens. Even though they notice you, they don't sprint at you occasionally. And if you can manage to avoid making them aware of your presence, hopefully you can navigate through some of these areas. But it's very, very risky coming into the towns. Unfortunately, the towns are where all the equipment and supplies are, so you're kind of forced into these confrontations in the game. Now you can run for days literally without seeing a single zombie if you run off into the woods or into the plains in the heart of the map as well. And there are some regions in the center of the map that are quite useful too for supplies and stuff like that. So I'm just making my way through these back alleys and the backyards and vacant lots and stuff towards that church, just keeping an eye out every now and then for some zombies. Now let's talk about the health system a little bit here. It's designed to be very realistic sort of survival game. So if you get injured, you will bleed, and you can bleed out and die. To treat any wound like that that's bleeding, that's what you have bandages for. If you get injured, you will experience pain and the screen will shake. To counter that, you need your painkillers. For serious injuries, like if you drop off something and break your leg, you're going to have to take morphine or you won't be able to walk. If you run out of food, you will die of starvation. If you don't drink, you will die of thirst. So you need to replenish all those supplies if you're going to survive in this game. And that is the main that is the main purpose of this game, is simply survival, to last as long as you possibly can. Noticed on their website they said the average survival time is only 29 minutes, which isn't very long at all when you think about it. Now, in terms of this game, some people are actually calling this the greatest zombies game ever. Now, while that might be going a little bit too far, it is a pretty epic game to play. Each server that you join will have, about 50 players on it. And those players, occasionally you'll be able to team up with them. And that is a really beneficial arrangement to survive in co-op, working with other players. But a lot of the time, they're going to be hostile, and they're going to be doing anything they have to do to survive, which is up to and including shooting you and taking your supplies, which is what happens here. As soon as I enter the cathedral, I'm just going to replay this for you in a second, I get killed, and it is permanent death in this game. It's pretty unforgiving. If you die, you lose all your stuff, your character dies, and you have to respawn as a new character back in the starting area and start it all over again. So it's pretty devastating if you've been playing a number of hours or even days and you get killed by some douchebag hiding behind a corner waiting for someone like yourself to walk into a room. So you can see here, just in this slowed down sequence here, the dude on the right is another player in the game who is just waiting for me to walk in that door to take me out and to steal my supplies. And in the actual loading screen, you can see this guy picking over my dead body and stealing my meager supplies that I had left. And I didn't have too much at this point. I think I had an extra water bottle or something like that. So I hope he's happy. Hope it was worth it. If you do murder other players, you get a skin, which is the bandit skin, which is pretty distinctive. They have this baseball cap look and all that stuff. A little bit of stereotyping there. Not everyone with a baseball cap is a criminal, guys. Now here's a little bit more gameplay here just to show you what it's like fighting these zombies. You can see they kind of run towards you Benny Hill style when they're in their aggressive mode. And they're fairly easy to kill with 1 or 2 bullets. But the trouble is that you often will attract more zombies with your gunfire. And if there's a significant number of them that start attacking you, you'll run out of ammo. And at that point, all you can do is run away. There's no melee in this game, and you can only just run. And they will be very persistent in chasing you. You can occasionally lose them. It helps to go into buildings because they have to slow down and stuff like that. But most of the time they'll just keep running day and night until you basically give in or get trapped, as you saw in my opening sequence there. So what I'm doing here is bandaging my leg up because the symbol on the right there that's flashing, that indicates that I'm bleeding. And the screen shaking is from the pain as well. You may have noticed that earlier. And so you need to take painkillers to heal up, that sort of thing as well. So guys, this has been a brief introduction to the DayZ mod for Arma 2 Combined Operations. This has been so popular, this mod, that Arma 2 has sold 5 times as many copies of their game since this mod came out as they'd sold previously, which is just incredible and shows the appeal that Zombies has in the gaming community. If you want to see more of this, let me know. For now, it is Slippery Jim out. Thanks for watching.